Good morning. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. However you're tuning into us, we appreciate it. It is Thursday morning. It is Thursday morning, and I am here in the restaurant getting some work done. I've been sitting here at this booth, which has been my makeshift office since COVID has happened. Been sitting here since a little past 6 a.m. getting some stuff done. We have an email going out in a few minutes, doing some work for some other clients, some coaching clients. We have some really cool new ingredients in our grocery list. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Kimberly, Nicole. Good morning, everybody. So we got some really cool new things on our grocery list that I'm really, really proud of. Some hard to find Italian ingredients. Jamie and I did it. Good morning, Aileen. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Bonnie. Got a bunch of people tuning in. Jamie's tuning in. Hello, Jamie. Busy day here at Aroma Time. It's Thursday, which means $9.99 takeout burger night, which is an amazing deal. Plus, we're doing a venison burger tonight for the same exact price. We've never offered a venison burger for the same exact price before, but we are doing it tonight. Limited quantities. The sale item this week, our grocery sale item this week, is venison. Indeed. Ground venison. It's on sale. It's usually $9.99 a pound. It's now $7.99 a pound. We only have like 20 pounds in stock, and that's it. It is limited. Our strip steak sale the week before went very, very good. I do have 2 more packets of strip steaks. I was able to get more strip loins in and cut more strip loins. So I do have 2 more packages of strip loins that I can let go at that sale price of last week that just came in. Good morning, everybody. Rosie. Greg said good morning to everybody. Hello. So ground venison's on sale this week. Burger night tonight, $9.99. But I really want to talk to you about some really cool new ingredients that we just brought into the restaurant. And I should have turned my camera around. Let me see if I can do that really quick while I'm going live. Yeah, I think I can. So let's see here. Then you can read what I'm showing you. There we go. Excellent. All right. So just reverse the camera around. So now you can actually read what I put up into the screen. Jamie and I tasted a lot of Sicilian wines yesterday. Some really cool Spanish and Portuguese wines that were just really mind-blowing stuff from a very small distributor. Jamie and I have had 2 days off now for 2 weeks in a row, which has been like amazing. We're closed Tuesday and Wednesdays. And we go to bed early now. We're don't know what to do with ourselves on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. We're getting a lot of work done and we're relaxing and we're just refreshing. So that's very, very, very cool. All right. So last week I had a very small Italian importer come in that got referred to us from somebody else. A lot of people ask us, how do you find these cool ingredients? How do you find these awesome wines? How do you find like the stuff that you find at the restaurant? And it's typically because somebody recommends somebody to us, like they know that we're looking for this, so they recommend a small distributor, a specialty person, or we've actually found the item. We've actually found the item at a food show, and then we go back and see how you can get it, see how we can get it delivered here, which then leads us to a small distributor, which then leads us to all these other cool products that we get. So we got 4 new items that I have on the table here that I'm going to share with you right now. All of them are Italian because it's an Italian importer. We bought a few more things from them besides what's here, but these are what's on our grocery list now. This list will be updated on our website very soon. My assistant is working on that right now, updating the website. So let's see. I just want to make sure I can see everybody's comments coming in. Let me go onto the website here. I lost your comments. So, the first thing, Taralli. Taralli, or Tadal, my grandmother used to pronounce them Tadal, which is a different spelling as well. So Taralli is a cracker-like pretzel that comes from southern Italy. It comes from the Puglia region. My grandmother, as a kid, would have these on my aunts. My aunts still make these all the time as well. Would have this on the table constantly, and it was typically a fennel one. These can be sweet or savory. My grandmother always made savory ones, and she always typically made a fennel one, fennel for digestion. After every meal, my grandmother would always have raw fennel on the table for digestion. So fennel seeds would go into here. Now, these crackers, pretzel-like things, tarali, I'm used to saying tarali. So they come from southern Italy. These are from actually Apulia themselves. These are in packages. They're almost about 10 ounces, 11 ounces. So these are now on our grocery list. Because we're now working with this new distributor, this new very small distributor, we have a lot more ins in Italy with small produced foods, which is fantastic. So again, we're always looking to build relationships with our suppliers, our producers, and you build relationships with small family-owned companies, not with massive conglomerates, which is why we don't buy Jack Daniels, Absolute, which is why we don't buy from these massive companies. So that's the huge benefit of dealing with all these small people. So this is a place that we can actually go visit. I don't know if we'll have time to go visit them on our next trip to Italy, but this is definitely a place that would definitely welcome us and have us there. Something really, really cool. Canned cherry tomatoes from Campagna. This is a 14-ounce can. Jamie and I had this for dinner last night. We simply cooked pasta. We opened up 2 cans of tomatoes, these peeled cherry tomatoes. We simmered them, little bit of garlic, and simmered them for 10 minutes, and then just fork mashed them in the pot, and that was our tomato sauce. And it was insane. It was to die for. These are from Campagna. Campagna is home to the famous San Marzano tomatoes. Campagna is a very, very rich agricultural region. It's on the west coast of Italy. It's on the opposite side of Apulia, and it's one of the last territories, one of the last regions that goes down to the heel of the boot. The toe of the boot. The toe is Calabria, and then as you go up a little bit, then you have Campagna, then across the country is Basilicata, and then Apulia, which goes down the heel. So these are from Campagna. Campagna is a very famous region for their tomatoes, and so these are from Campagna. They actually say it on here. Product of Italy, from Campagna region, which is really cool. And these tomatoes are to die for. I don't know what the price is we put on. There's a new list going out today on our email and on our website. Our website was just updated. My assistant just messaged me and said, your website is up to date with all the current pricing. I think these are like $2.99 a can. Let's see. Can trade $1.99 a can. $1.99 a can. 14-ounce can, $1.99 a can. Folks, if you like the taste of fresh summer tomatoes, especially during the winter time, this is it right here. Just open the can up and go. We did not add anything else. We had a little basil at the very end of it, and that was it. It made an amazing tomato sauce. New olive oil. This is our new house olive oil that we use in the kitchen. It's 1923. That right there is what's known as Cypress Grove. Those cypress trees are, and Jamie and I were there. This is in Bulgari. We were there last year. So 1923 is an olive oil brand. It's a co-op from this region, from the Bulgari region of Tuscany. I believe this is a single varietal olive, and this is a great quality extra virgin olive oil that is affordable. I think we're putting this on our list for $40. It's 3 liters, so it's like $12 a liter, a little bit. All the other liters of olive oil we sell at $30. This is about half the price of the other olive oils that we sell. But so this is comes in a tin. You would open it up and seal it up and keep this in the refrigerator. So again, do not cook with olive oil. I've said this many, many times. Do not cook with olive oil. But this is a good all-purpose, versatile olive oil. You use this for salad dressings. This is great for salad dressings right here. The other oils that we sell are more pungent and stronger and more pronounced flavorings, and they come from a single producer. So a single producer is a farm that would grow all their own olives. In fact, I'm going to get another can of olive oil that we sell. Give me one moment. one of the other very, very, very small companies that we buy from, and they're one of their suppliers, Arche, A-K-R-E. Arche is in the central Italy. They make amazing olive oil. It's 5 family members. It's all their own olives. It's like not a co-op. It's their own olives. It's family run. And this is their lemon flavored one. They pack this especially for me. You cannot buy bulk lemon flavored olive oil like this, which again is another benefit of buying from small independent producers. It usually comes in small bottles. If we were to sell this, this would be about $100. This is $40. So that's the price difference. Co-op versus single. They grow all their own olives. They maintain possession. They press. They do everything. Nothing wrong with a co-op. It's just a little more affordable when it comes to buying some of these oils. So nothing wrong with this oil. High quality. It's from Bulgari. And again, Cypress Grove is about a 5-mile road there with cypress trees that are planted symmetrically, beautifully down this whole road. Jamie and I were there last November. And on Cypress Grove here, on the road, this is where Sassicaia is. You make a right-hand turn as you go down a couple of miles and you find Ornellaia. You find all the big Super Tuscan wine producers that are selling wines for $100, $200 a bottle. They're all there. This is home of the Super Tuscans. Robert Parker went back there in the 80s. I believe it was the late 80s. Robert Parker went there and fell in love with the wines, these big, bold Cabernets, Merlots, a little bit of Sangiovese, stuff they weren't typically doing in that region. The Cabernets and Merlots are not indigenous. They're not what everybody else is doing in Tuscany. Robert Parker said, "Wow, these Tuscans are super." And then the term Super Tuscan caught on, and this is where all your a lot of the Super Tuscan wines come from. Ornellaia, Sassicaia, you name it, they are down there. They have vineyards down there. So this is like driving Silverado Trail in Napa with all the magnificent, beautiful, famous vineyards. This is it in Tuscany. So we've changed our route a little bit. When we do the Tuscany trip again, when we do Central Italy, we've changed our route a little bit and switched one of the hotels so we can stay closer to Bulgari so we can experience more of those vineyards. We were there. We were on Cypress Grove. We took the whole group of 24 there. We went to an amazing, amazing vineyard, La Madanina, which is looking for an importer still in the U.S. Amazing quality wine, just mind-blowing. So we're still, we're trying to switch it around so we can spend a little more time in Bulgari. So that's that olive oil. This olive oil was packed especially for us at the restaurant, so it's not really for sale. But if we were to sell it, it would be like $100 a bottle, probably more. We almost paid $100 for this. And this is the lemon oil that we put on our salmon dish and that we use in the kitchen for we did a salmon and corn risotto the other day with lemon oil. It's a special tonight as well. That was on there. All right, I have one last ingredient that is super, super cool. And if you went to Italy with us 4 years ago, 3-4 years, however long ago it was, on our first maiden voyage where we took guests with us instead of Jamie and I just going by ourselves, you experienced an ingredient in northern Italy in Negrar. Negrar is half an hour north of Verona. It's on Lake Garda, Lake Garda being the biggest lake in Italy. It's up there in the northern part of Italy. It's Valpolicella, Piedmont, that area. So, east of the lake, Lake Garda, up in the mountains, you have where comes the famous wines Amarone. The Valpolicellas, Amarones come from all up in that region up there in the mountains. Very, very famous Italian wine region. And when I was there the very first time with Jamie and I and our kids, 5-6 years ago when we went on for the very first time up in that part of Italy, our friend Giovanni Bertani from the original Bertani estate, he took Jamie and I to this cheese shop and mustard shop, a cheese and mustard shop. It was a little deli. And he said, Giovanni kept saying to me, mustards, I'm going to take you to get mustards. I'm like, you're going to take me to get mustards? What do you mean mustards? Like what are these mustards? He kept talking about mustards. He goes, don't you have mustards in the U.S.? I said, yeah, we have mustard, like Dijon mustard, French mustards like that. He's like, no, these are fruit mustards, Marcus, fruit mustards. I'm like, fruit mustards? So he took us to the store, and in the back, on all these shelves were tubs of what were called fruit mustards. They were jams with mustard seed oil in them. Now, mustard seed oil is very, very, very spicy. In fact, mustard, we all know about mustard gas, how mustard gas is used as for warfare because it's so strong. So in very small quantities, you can actually add this mustard oil into fruit jams and give these fruit jams a spiciness, and they're called mustards. And I learned something new that day. I was like, wow. So then when we went the next time, when we took guests there, I went and bought cheeses, and I went and bought mustards, different mustards from this shop, and I cooked dinner at the Britannia Estate at Tenuta Santa Maria. I cooked dinner that night for our guests, and one of the things we served was mustards. And we turned all of our guests onto the Italian version of what they consider a mustard. Now, you're not allowed to take this back on the plane because of the chemical agents or what that are in the mustard seed oil because of its strength. And some of these mustards that they make fruit jams get very, very spicy. So you're not allowed to bring it on the plane. You cannot buy it in duty free. You cannot bring it back to the U.S. I've never seen an importer actually have this stuff in the U.S. So this importer's here the other day, we're talking, and he says to me, he's, man, you know so much about Italy, and we're talking about it. He's like, it's very rare to find a chef like you that's very knowledgeable about all this stuff. And I said to him, I said, you don't by chance have any mustards, do you? He goes, you know mustard? I said, yeah, I know what mustards are. He goes, yeah, we actually stock 2 different mustards. And I said, you're kidding me. I'm like, no, I'm like the mustard fruit jam. He's like, no, the mustard jams. He goes, we stock 2 different ones. And I said, sell me it. Let's buy some. Let's get them. So he sent me a case of the Cipollini onion mustard. So that is here. They don't quite make them as spicy as they do in Italy. In Italy, you can get a really range of spiciness. You get these mustards, and they're like, wow, that's spicy hot. So here we have a mustard, mostarda. So it's an Italian mustard. It's Cipollini onion jam with mustard seed oil in it to bring up the spice level. It's really cool stuff. These are on our list. These are $30. These are expensive. These are rare. Even in Italy, they're very expensive. It's not something you just go in and buy like a fruit jam. They're expensive. They are made with mustard seed oil. They have they're more smaller scale produced. It's not like going to the store and buying like raspberry jam or something or grape jelly. These are gourmet items with mustard seed oil in them. So these are in, and these are very cool. We got 6 of them in. Of course, as soon as it came in, Jamie and I couldn't help ourselves but to open one right off the bat, so we could taste it. So let's see. I am Greg's. I'm going back to taking a look at everybody's comments here because I can't see your comments on my screen. Greg says he'll take a can of tomatoes. Awesome. Good morning, Albie. Good morning, everybody else who's tuning in. If you're tuning in live, drop a comment, #live. If it's on the replay, #replay. Just make a comment so I know you're listening and tuning in. And if you like, let's see, let me turn my volume off here. Good morning, Michelle. So, all right, folks, thanks for tuning in. It's going to be I have a busy day here. I've got to do a little bit of driving. I got to run some errands. And yeah, so everybody, thanks for tuning in. 999 Burger Night. We have venison burgers tonight, limited supply of venison burgers. There is a ground venison sale this week, typically $9.99. It's now $7.99 a pound. Limited stock, only have like 20 pounds. It should go within 3-4 days by the end of the weekend. People love venison. We have our full grocery list still. The one thing we've changed on our grocery list are strawberries and blueberries and berries like that, fresh berries like that, are now pre-orders for Friday. So you let us know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday what you want as far as organic strawberries, organic blueberries, and we'll pre-order them and we'll have them in for Friday. During the summertime, we were stocking them. Since COVID hit, we stocked them every single day. But now that it's a little slower, I want to keep them extremely fresh. So what's left over on Mondays, Jamie and I will probably eat ourselves and enjoy some extra strawberries and blueberries in our diet, which we don't mind. And then we'll stock back up on the weekend for having them fresh. Let's see. Connie says, save me a jelly. We'd be happy to save you a jelly, Connie. One of the jams, one of the mustards. So, yeah. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you soon. We're still doing our lobster bakes out front. We still have outdoor dining. Oh, let me show you one cool thing that we're doing. So before I officially log off here, so it's getting colder out, right? We're still seating people outside. We have some space heaters in back, patio heaters. We have the fire pit. We have the tent. We have an electrical plug in here that we can move around anywhere as long as there's electric that we can use. The streets are still closed in Ellenville, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays from 4 to 9. We were the only restaurant this weekend that put tables out in the street and had people sitting out there like Saturday and Sunday. Especially Sunday, we had people sitting out in the street. We're the only restaurant that put tables out in the street. We want to keep taking advantage of it. As long as you keep coming, we'll keep doing that. We are doing our lobster bakes out front. This weekend, it's lobster tails only. Lobster tails only, 2 tails, the clams, the corn, the potatoes. We're getting the dining room ready for inside dining. So I have found a lot of these really old doors that we have that I sanded down, finished down, and then we polyurethaned them so they don't chip anything or anymore. But the way that we have kept them, let's see if I can reverse my camera here. I really can't. Why is that? Okay. All right, so I'll just reverse my camera like this. So here's another door, and we polyurethane this down. It's aged really awesome. And we're using these doors as dividers between the tables. There's another door that we're working with. I have another door in the back here. So for example, we're using these old doors. So we'll put a table here again, which has always been a table here, but in between the 2 tables, just these old door dividers. These old doors that we've mounted, put feet on them. Some of them are portable, some of them won't be. Just so we can put them in between tables so you're more comfortable sitting down. We're not putting more tables in the restaurant. We're just adding barriers in between the socially distanced tables to begin with, just so people feel more comfortable when it is time to come eat inside. We did a Facebook Live last week asking people if they're ready to eat inside. I was surprised. There were a lot of comments, people saying, yes, we're ready to eat inside. I understand some people are not ready to eat inside and they won't be ready to eat inside, and that's fine because we'll still keep doing takeout. That's no problem. But if you are coming inside, that's some of the precautions that we're taking, is just adding those barriers, those barriers in between, make people feel a little more comfortable. So that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I've got to get out of here, and have a great day, everybody. Fantastic day, and we'll talk to you later. And now I have to figure out how to end this because my buttons on my phone just are not properly here. So there we go. All right, now I got the buttons back. All right, have a great day, everybody.